It is time. The online program Healed and Happy is here. The program is done, and if you are seeing this video, that means that the doors are open. And if you want to jump in right away, you can find the link in the description below. It will take you to a page where you can sign up, and then you can start right now. But first, I will talk more about the program at the end of this video, what to expect, what exactly to do to sign up. And I also just wanted to talk a little bit about the healing journey and what it has brought me, because I got quite some questions on that. And of course, I talk about it a lot, but haven't specifically made a video on how healing the fearful avoidant attachment style really changed my life. And this is what is in store for you. So let's talk about it, shall we? So there are so many things that I think have changed in my life since healing the fearful avoidant attachment style. And I want to say right away, healed is not a black and white term. Your fear brain probably wants it to be black and white. When I'm healed, everything is perfect. It's not perfect. It's just like 95% easier, better, more joyous. But there are so many different little things, so many different areas in my life that have been impacted by the fearful avoidant attachment style, but also healing it. I've noticed it in so many ways. So I'm just going to mention a few here. And first of all, one of the most important ones for me is that I'm just not scared anymore. That doesn't mean I don't feel fear once and again, but even through trials and tribulations, I'm just not as scared anymore. I just don't get that, what if it all goes wrong and it has to go a certain way? I'm not scared of people's reactions anymore. I'm not scared that somebody will get angry at me. I'm not scared that something bad will happen in the future. I'm not scared that I will make mistakes or that I will mess up. There's just so much fear and scaredness that is just no longer present in my life. And that just feels obviously so much more calm, but also it gives so much freedom. And I don't think I expected that to feel so free. I didn't realize, I think, how much it kind of kept me down and kept me small and kept me restricted in a way where I just didn't really live out my life because I was just so scared of all these things. So not being scared anymore just feels so freeing and amazing. I wish I could make you feel it just a little bit, just to give you a taste. One of the other things is I now love feeling connection. And upon healing, when I started healing, and I allowed that more and more. And I think connection is a beautiful thing where you can always keep growing and keep deepening and strengthening your connection. So I don't know where I'll be in 5 years or in 20 years, but what I can see now looking back is that during my crash state of the fearful avoidant attachment style, I never really had connection, never really experienced connection. And I didn't allow myself to. I just stopped it before it even started. And now I'm just so grateful that I healed, because I think connecting to other human beings is such a core basic human need, which is why when there's trauma around that, when there's a wound around that, it impacts us so greatly. So when you will be able to heal more and more and therefore connect more and more, you will notice that it feels so good. It feels so, how can I explain it? So satiating. It's so fulfilling to be able to connect more and more and to truly enjoy it. It feels very natural now. It didn't used to, but it feels very natural now. And it just feels very, very good. Very like this is how we're supposed to relate to other people. What? It almost feels I almost can't imagine anymore not allowing this, being so scared to allow this. Another thing is my body and my mind just feel so calm and at peace and relaxed. And I know that during the whole fearful avoidant crash state, I know there were moments, and I vividly remember some moments where I just realized that I never really experienced true relaxation, that I never really knew what that felt like. And I would realize that in moments that I healed something, and there would be like a whole new level of relaxation. And I was like, whoa, I never experienced this before. So what I thought was relaxation or calm or peace before was just more a relief of being fearful and being anxious than that it really was being relaxed and calm and peaceful. And your natural state is love and peace. I say that more often, but your natural state is love and peace. So the more you release, the more you heal, the more you will feel that. The more you will just feel love and peace. And because that is your natural state, and you might think, well, my natural state is just being anxious and stressed, but that's trauma. That's not your natural state. I know that can feel weird because that's all you know, but when you heal, you'll notice that, or you'll realize that that never truly felt natural. It just felt familiar. So when I started feeling more calm and peaceful, I just started noticing my body being able to work more optimally, my brain, my mind just being more peaceful, and that feeling so good and also so freeing. Not having to react to everything, not being afraid of life being almost like a minefield where I could get triggered every single second, and being so afraid of my thoughts and my feelings. And now I live in a body that is just 95% of the time just relaxed and calm and at peace, and doesn't need a lot, doesn't need things to happen in a certain way, and yet is just so content and so deeply happy. And my mind, where I truly remember how much of a war zone that was 10 years ago, 12 years ago, where I would lay in bed at night and I just couldn't sleep because different kind of voices or thoughts were screaming at me to break up, to do things differently, that I was a horrible human being. And me trying to counter that with, no, I'm not a horrible human being, and maybe I don't know, but, and it just didn't work. It just didn't, I just couldn't fight it. And thinking back to those nights where I would just lay awake pretty much all night being exhausted the next day, to now is like a completely different life. It's like I'm a completely different person. When I don't pay attention now, my thoughts are just happy. My head just kind of fills with happy thoughts, with grateful thoughts. And of course, every now and then I have a fearful thought, but it's like, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing with what it used to be. The majority of my thoughts now, I would say like 80 to 90% are just happy thoughts, positive thoughts. And it used to be that 99.9% of my thoughts were negative and were focused on what was missing and on being so scared and what could go wrong. And that's just not true anymore. And I don't I don't have to work for that constantly. It's a combination of having released so much trauma and so much of the beliefs and the wounds and the fears that drove all these negative thoughts, and also just besides that, kind of practicing positive thoughts, where to the point that where I am now, it's just kind of an automatic thing. So I don't ever want you to feel like you have to keep fighting and you have to keep working. I'm not saying it is easy. Healing the fearful avoidant attachment style is not easy. But it's not something you have to fight against for the rest of your life. Absolutely not. You will get to a point where where it just kind of clicks in a way, and you realize, wait, I think I really am healed now. There will always be things that come up, but you will look at them in such a different way, and you won't see yourself as broken or not healed anymore. And the thoughts, the happy thoughts, will just come way more automatically. I so wish that for you. And when I look back on the healing journey, it has taught me so much about myself, about life, about other people also. And right now I'm so proud of where I've come. I feel so strong in who I am. Uh, and that has a lot to do with what I've overcome, with what I've chosen to do, which is heal this fearful avoidant attachment style, because there were so many moments in my healing journey where I thought, oh, it's just so much easier to keep falling back into the same patterns and maybe marry a guy that just looks like my dad. In a way, that's easier, but I knew that would never be fulfilling, and that would just keep me living in pain, and that was just something I was not willing to do. And now, looking back on that girl that I was 12 years ago, being so scared, feeling so powerless, absolutely not knowing if I could do this, more so even believing that I couldn't, that I was too broken, that it was too late, that I was too bad of a person. I'm just so grateful for that girl that did that, that chose, that kept going, that kept healing. And I wish, I wish I could go back and hold her hand and say, this is where you'll end up. This is what it looks like. This is what your life is going to be. Just keep going. Just keep healing. You are doing so well. You are so valuable already. It's just that you can't see it. So this healing has brought me so much more than just the freedom and just the feeling good and just the not having trauma anymore. There is not a lot that can faze me now. I'm not scared of pretty much anything anymore, especially when it comes to emotions and feelings. And I've just learned so much and stand so strong in who I am, what I need, what I deserve. And that has a lot to do with healing and committing and kept going, keeping going, even when it felt so hard. And now I get to enjoy my life. And that's just, it feels so normal now. And I know it's not. I don't take it for granted, because life used to feel like a battle, like a fight, like a war every single day. And now I just enjoy it. I enjoy it deeply. And I now know that this is how it's supposed to be. This is what we all deserve. This is your birthright. It's your birthright to feel good. As I said in the last video, it's your birthright to just enjoy this life. There is so much goodness in the world. There is so much beautiful things, so many beautiful things that you can experience in your life that you totally deserve right now, as you are right now. But you just won't allow them because something about it is scary, because of the fearful avoidant attachment style. And so this is why I do that, because I know how hard it was, and I know how good it can be, how good you can feel. And it might feel miles and miles and miles away right now. And I promise you, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to say that again. This online program is not a magic trick. I can't fix this for you. You really have to be committed. I want you to know that, because all I want for you is to be healed. But this program will take you there, step by step. You will feel safe. You will feel joy, so much joy. You will allow yourself to feel good, and you will allow deep connection with your partner, with possible future children, with friends that just lift you up. That is why Healed and Happy is here. And I'm so happy and I'm truly so honored that I get to do this for you, that so many of you have been asking for this. When I started this channel, I've said it before, I never intended to make an online program. I just wanted to talk about the fearful avoidant attachment style and help you understand yourself. But yeah, you were ready to heal. That was very, very clear. And so the online program is here. So what you do is you go to the link in the description below and you click that link and it will take you to a page where you will find a little bit more information, but you also will find buttons with sign up now, sign up for this program. That will take you to the checkout page. Now we've had some challenges with the fact that obviously we are all over the world. You are all over the world. I'm in the Netherlands. I'm in Europe. But we have to be able to take payments from all over the world. So we think we figured it out and we think everything works. If it doesn't work, if for some reason you can't pay, you can't process your payment, please email us at hello@healingthefearfulavoidant.com and we will work with you and try to see what went wrong and how we can process your payment. And then when your payment is processed, you will immediately get an email, a welcome email with all the practical information that I will tell you now, so you get to read it just in a relaxed way. You will get immediate access to an online membership portal where you can do the introduction and the first module. And that you can start right away. Then within 24 hours, you will get an invitation to make an account for an app. This is the app that we have the whole program on, which will make it a tailor-made journey in specifically healing the fearful avoidant attachment style for you. So we are involved, I am involved in your journey. You will go through the foundation, the first path that everybody goes through, but afterwards, based on answers you give in a survey, we will help you, guide you towards your next path of healing so that it becomes a tailor-made journey. And that is through that app. So after 24 hours, you will get the invitation, or within 24 hours, you will get the invitation to make an account there too. So you will make 2 accounts, which may be a little bit confusing, but stay with me. And then it will take another maximum 24 hours for you to be assigned the first path. We hoped and wished that that would go automatically, but that wasn't possible. So now we have to do it manually. So that's why there's a double wait. But you can start right away with the online membership portal with the introduction and module 1. So you can just jump in right away. And then you just follow the program at your own pace. You can do the exercises, the taps, the assignments at your own pace. When you finish a module, a next one is sent to you automatically. And then when you're done, you fill in a survey to track your own progress, which really, really helps because the fear brain generally tends to look at what's missing, what isn't there, and this will really help you see how much you're growing already and how much you're healing already. And then also based on your answers, you will get the next modules sent to you. And so we go on this journey together, and your journey is unique and it's completely you, and that's how it's supposed to be. You deserve to have a healing journey that just feels good. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to say it again. It's not just going to be a walk in the park, and it's not going to be a magic trick, but it can feel good, and we are going to make it as easy as possible. So that is the program, Healed and Happy. You can find the link in the description below. And if there's any questions, if there's anything that isn't clear, please send an email to hello@healingthefearfulavoidant.com. If you are on the wait list, oh gosh, I have been emailing, but we have had some serious deliverability problems. So I have sent several emails and the open rate which usually is around 50% for my emails, was around 3% now. And that is because I emailed from a new email address, which is hello@healingthefearfulavoidant.com. And I've tried to fix it, and it's just it's not working, which is very frustrating. But know that I will send you an email. Maybe you've already gotten an email. Please check your spam also. And if it's not working, I am going to email every single one of you individually, every 487 of you individually, because I just want you to get this email. And I am so sorry if you haven't received any emails up till now. I have been sending them, but it might be that you just haven't got them delivered. So this is the program. This is the video that you have been waiting for. That means that the doors are open. I truly, truly cannot wait to welcome you inside and to be with you along on your journey to healing. I so wish for you that joy and that love and that connection and that feeling of safety and calm and peace that I know is there for you. I will see you inside the program.